What is happening, everybody? How's it going? Happy New Year to all. I was really hoping to make a long show this evening. Plans have changed. Oh, it's always the case. What's going on? Wally, Chris, CNC, Donna, Kyle, hello. Kylie, sorry. Hello. Munson, hi. Moto, Danger Zone, hello. Justin, hello. I don't know. Probably some other people in here. Got a snake on just in case ball python love comes in. I know how he likes to have that snake going on. So anyway, I'll probably repeat myself a few times. I'm definitely going early tonight. My plans were to actually go for a while. I was planning on going live at 7 and then staying on until who knows when. Those plans have changed. And this time I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to have to embarrass my family a little bit, only because, you know, they love to take in the limelight when things are going great. But when it comes time to help out and they switch plans on me, they don't want me to embarrass them. But they all dropped the ball on me yet again. And because of that, they're all going off to friends' houses, this, that, and the other, except for my nephew Eli, who can't be left by himself, and he also wouldn't be very good by himself here with me doing the live. He needs my attention like that, and unfortunately just won't have that time to do that. So what's best for him is best for me at the end of the day, so we're just going to hang out at the house and just kind of camp inside the house type thing, hanging out, since it's just me and him. My wife decided that she was going to go into work 2 hours early, which was another FU to me in a way. So she's going to see this and be really mad at me, but I still love her. I mean, come on, 24 years, but still it would have been nice if she said, hey, I work every single night. I don't have to go in early tonight. That would have helped, but no. So anyway, here I am early, but that's all right. No big deal. If that's the worst thing that happens to me in 2020, right? It's almost over. And it won't be. All right, so I want to kick something off real quick. I don't think Gypsy Girl's in here, but I know she is the one that sacrificed the hook and donated it to me. And because I'm very thankful and grateful to her, I'm going to be able to send her a YOOPER bar as well as a sticker. Calm down. There'll be other chances to get some here, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I got one for Justin because I sent him out stickers and they didn't reach his house. And I owe you a sticker. You've done a lot of really nice things lately. So there's one already automatically aside for you. Now, I sent a couple to Chris already, so he has a few stickers. He clowned me about a melted YOOPER bar, I believe, so he won't be getting one of those. And that's what you get. Now, Wally, you want a YOOPER bar, do you? Well, you're going to have to win one, Wally. I run a tight ship, even though you've been very good to me, too. But I'm going to make it easy on you. If I ever make it down your way, Wally, do I get a free dinner? And I don't care if you're cooking, the wife's cooking, you take me out, free dinner, get you a YOOPER bar. And I travel a lot, so it's not unusual for me to drive down by you. You're not that far away from me. What are you doing, sweetie? Chilling? Free dinner, get you a YOOPER bar. That's how it works, Wally. So I'll get you one, you get a YOOPER bar. All right, so the first person that tells me one of the two genes in this snake right here is going to win a sticker and a YOOPER bar. So the first person I see that types in there, one of the two genes in here, I will hand them a YOOPER bar. I'll ship them out a YOOPER bar as well as a sticker. And these are limited stickers too, by the way. Okay, so we got one already. Heather got one off the bat. So, hey, sweetheart, I got to write something down. I don't want you to slide off. I don't want you to slide off. All right, so I need the other gene that's in this snake. And when I see it, I'll let you know. Oh, we actually got the second gene already. So 2 people have already won YOOPER bars and stickers. So let me write these names down real quick. And if you want to keep guessing, go ahead. I'll tell you who the second winner is in 1 second. All right, so Heather Pastel is right. This is a pastel. And also Cuddle Time Critters is correct. This is a pastel Woma. Very good, very good. Wasn't a super hard one, but then again, there is a lot in here that could throw you off. Seen somebody put leopard and fire. Very reasonable to say those things. Don't feel silly one freaking bit, because I expected to see it. That's okay if you don't know your genes. There's going to be other little ways that you can win yourself a YOOPER bar. I got a few to give out. But I'm definitely sorry that I can't make the show that I wanted to make tonight. I'm really sorry about that. But at the same time, I'm sure a lot of you have things that you could be doing anyway. But I was hoping to kind of go live and just do some giveaways throughout the live and mess around with the kids and stuff like that. And camp out here, actually, was the plan. But not anymore. Not anymore. So, yes, I need you both to email me at goingyooper@gmail.com. Email me your address or your shipping address, whatever it is. And I will ship that stuff out to you. Chat behind what? You're going to throat punch somebody for a YOOPER bar? Kurt? I told you in the live last night that you were in. I said, well, I'll go mail your daughter. I think you said it was her birthday or something like that. I'll go mail your daughter an orange shirt. You ain't going to do that to your daughter, are you? Not that rough. How you doing, Mary? I think you already got a sticker, so you don't have to worry. But I do have stickers being made up as well, and I will be handing stickers out to anybody that's just interested in getting stickers here in the future. So these are just stickers that people can win early, and these are the only ones of these kinds. So these are going to be the really hard to see them like that, and I don't know, hard to see. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be on too long tonight. Like I said, everybody kind of backed out of me. My wife's going in early. I got to be there. My boy Eli. If LJ was going to be sticking around, it would have been fine. But Liam's going to his girlfriend's place for their New Year's thing. Now LJ's going to his buddies last minute on me. And Eli is an awesome kid and all, but he really couldn't sit. Like I couldn't sit here and do this while he was doing something else because I get bored with that real quick. And we don't want that to happen. Yeah, they came out pretty cool. I like them. I'm not a fan of stickers though, in general. That's why when I get stickers, I put them in frames and hang them on the wall. My older brother used to stick them to everything in my house when I was younger. I used to hate it. Drive me nuts. Couldn't have a dresser. It looked nice. I had to have a dresser with stupid Batman and stupid stickers all over it. But people love the stickers. I don't know why all these adults are going crazy over stickers, but they are. And hey, listen, you got to give the people what they want. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I really like the stickers too because I do get to put them in frames, and it's a nice way to kind of fill up the wall and show a little thanks back to the people that were nice enough to send me stickers. So everybody behind here will be getting stickers automatically, of course. Oh, here's one. Here's one for Justin. There you go, Justin. I was probably one of the first few people he sent a sticker out to a long time ago. Didn't even know the guy. He just private messaged me one day and said, hey, what's your address? I'm going to send you a sticker. And I don't even think I gave him my address. I think it took a few days before I was like, all right, here's my address, because I didn't know who he was at first, and I want to check him out. Ended up being cool enough, so I was like, all right, here you go. Sent me this awesome sticker. Tell me they ain't a cool looking sticker, though. That's one of the nicer ones. It's pretty cool. Sorry, Justin. I don't know why he hasn't sent you one yet. Oh, this could be fun. Oh, score. Nice. Nice. All right. Want to start getting stickers, which I have some from Kurtwood. I'll probably take a page from your book and frame them. Yeah, they're only $1. Like I get the frames at the Dollar Tree for $1. I mean, it's well worth it. They look nice, and then I don't have to have them stuck all over. Everybody was putting them all over their incubators, and I'm like, man, I got a glass door incubator so I can see what's doing in there. I mean, I'm sticking stickers all over that. You could sell that one day. Nobody wants everybody stickers all over it. But I like the pictures because I can do this and make a wall look nice. Not the way I decorate it, but somebody with some fashion could come in here and make that wall look nice. You are just a goonie. She's a nice girl. Nice girl. Hey Joel, how you doing? Angel, hello. Let me bump you up, my friend. There you go. Now you're blue. Cuddle time. You get the blued up. Yep. There you go. See, I don't slack like my boy Chris and my boy Justin on making people blue. Watch this whole blue thing bite us in the butt one day where everybody's blue and all of a sudden they take over our channel and start booting us out and stuff. Everybody should be bumped up now. If you're not, say your piece. All right, what you doing? All right, so I do have some pretty cool news. I kind of want to tell people, and I kind of don't. You know, I don't want people digging around or trying to, you know, slip something out from underneath me. But I actually found a spot that I should be okay with, even if that happens. So I do have some pretty cool, interesting news. Something I might do really soon. What? What? Good girl. She's all full of rat too. They all just ate last night actually. So she's one of those ones, another one of those snakes that I got that when I got him, I was told, yeah, that she's not a great eater. She, you know, I'm like, I never had a snake that doesn't turn out to be a great eater. And she's ate every meal I've given to her. She's grown a ton. This is actually from Garrick the Meyer, the snake right here. My plan was her to throw, I wanted to go spider or Woma for the Super Orange Dream projects in the future, and I went Woma. So that's the direction I went with the plan. So that's actually her plan in the future. Not anytime soon. I got to wait till I get the right male out of a pairing that I got going on right now to make it work, but she's such a sweet snake. Mortal Slayer. Mortal Slayer's not blue. Oh, am I just slacking? Mortal Slayer came here from Wally's channel. Appreciate it. Like the fact that I got his name right, and Wally will never forget it. Okay, you guys want to see a cool snake that's not a ball python? Depending on the mood. She's like, I want to hang out. I want to hang out. Oh, sweetheart, you got me locked up. You got me locked up. What is your problem? Yeah, see, this one's in an attitude deal, and the attitude is not the problem. The attitude with this snake isn't the problem. The problem with this snake is that when it gets upset, it musks you, and I don't want to be musked. It's just not a pleasant smell that I want to carry around with me for the rest of the night. So I'm going to have to let him calm down or her calm down for a few minutes, and we'll try it again. So did anybody catch my video of the Thayer snake? The Mexican Thayer snake, variable snake, king snake? It's like that on feeding day. Regular day, I go in there right now, I pick the snake up. She's fine. Feeding day, she knows it. She will jump out and try and bite everything. Look at you, full belly. Look at you, all full bellied up. All full bellied up. She's a sweetheart. She truly is. But on feeding day, she might even bite me right now. But they eat everything. I swear, this thing will eat anything at all. I could probably feed it raw chicken, no problem at all. This thing will eat anything on feeding day. Awesome snake. DEA said he wanted these snakes, and that was a while back. He's actually said he was going to send me some deposit on them, and I haven't heard much. So DEA, if you're in here, let me know, because I've been getting a ton of interest on these guys. And I'm not going to be breeding colubrids this year. And when I do, it won't be these kind of colubrids. But if you hang out for a few minutes, I'll tell you what kind of colubrids I am going to be breeding here pretty soon, hopefully. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. This is the female right here. I'll go get the male right now. Yeah, you look like you're about ready to go to the bathroom as well. Can I bring your boyfriend? Oh, boyfriend's deep in shed. Boyfriend's deep in shed. There you go, my friend. He's deep in shed right now, so he's looking a little bit dull, but he's a little bit lighter than she is. His belly isn't as crazy as hers. Try and get it in the light right. Oh, horrible lighting in here. But these things are the funnest things to feed. They're so fun to feed because they just love food. They don't constrict their food. They pretty much just overpower their food and eat it live, whatever. They just kind of force through it instead of kind of grab it and snatch back. These things will just kind of plow into it and keep pushing it in, you know. That's the way they do it, which is it's pretty neat, pretty neat. But okay, let me see if I'm missing any questions. I'm going to have to run my own stuff here. I know my kids missed a ton of awesome stuff last time. That really drove me nuts. Kurtwood, your cup and sticker are on the way via UPS. They should be all right. Mail usually takes a little bit longer to get to me than most other places out in the middle of nowhere. Seems to be like that. But I'll be looking for it, and then sure enough, trust me, there'll be a video putting it out there. I'm very appreciative. Thank you very much. All right, I also seen something else on there. Yeah, she jumped right out onto the floor. She had the mouse, took it out of my hand, and I had the camera, and I was just going to drop the camera. Before I had a chance to drop the camera, she wiggled out of the one free hand that I did have. But that's not uncommon, and these are super hardy snakes. These aren't like Amazon tree boas or green tree pythons where you can be. These things are just insane. They don't even feel like other snakes at all. They literally feel like a rubber tire, no joke. They're pretty tough, and they'll eat other snakes. They'll eat pretty much anything. They're really fun to watch feed. All right, I'm gonna go put them back. We'll put you back. Whew. All right, so let me get back to the questions in case I missed anything. Good questions. Are you getting Kribos, Youper? Ask me questions like that. This little hand sanitizing, stinky mix. Ugh, I hate this shit. It's gross. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. All right. I'm not sure if I'm getting Kribos or not, but I have found some. I found a few adults actually, and I'm in the middle of making the deal. Problem is, I'm not real familiar with the people, and I'm in the middle of looking into it. You say that a lot, but I don't know if you're gonna throw punch nobody. There's some big kids here in the UP. They're straight from the cow's udder, dude. There's some big kids up here. I don't even know if I can get any of those. Yeah, you can smash the like button if you want. It's all good. Listen, if people like, I expected to be on here doing a long thing. It's just not working out that way. But I wanted to come on anyway, and I was like, well, I'm going up. I got to go up now and let people know I feel crappy about it. But at the same time, from now on, this won't be an issue because I've already told them that from now on, I love that you guys want to, come up with a lot of these plans and a lot of these ideas, but you've all yet to kind of fulfill any of them, and I can't keep putting all my eggs in that basket. So I really got to kind of focus on what I'm doing here. So I outed them for future content. If they really want to do it, then, they'll be here grinding to do it. If they don't, that's fine. It is what it is. But I didn't feel, I'm not going to be too terribly long. I mean, I can stay on a little bit longer than an hour tonight. It's just not my regular time. I really was hoping to kind of hang out and chill for a while and do some stuff. All right, so how many people we got in here? 14. All right, 14 people. That's not bad considering nobody knew I was going to be jumping on early, kind of last second, and a few people out there. Let's see. All right, Kurtwood. Mortal Slayer. Who hasn't else one? Joel. CNC Reptiles. All right. I have one kind of rat snake in my collection, and I'm trying to get her out to show you all her, but she's in her mood, and I don't want her pooping on me, and I know she's got a lot of stuff going on down there, so it wouldn't be hard for her to do. Well, what kind of rat snake do I have? The first person that lets me know, I will ship them out a YOOPER bar and a sticker. So what kind of rat snake do I have? It's not an easy question. So some of you that don't know about the reptiles and stuff, I understand you might not get this, but I'll have the chances here in a second for everybody to win one fair and square. I've showed this snake a few times. Nobody's answering. I love that. They're like, nah, I have no clue. Name the color of this rat snake that I have. It's in part of the name. And when I see it, I'll let you know. Drop the tack. I don't want to find that later in a bad way. Oh, all right. Joel got it. Joel got it. Black Texas rat. That's right. That's the snake that I want to show you out here. I know you've probably seen her before. But she's pretty darn awesome, and she's actually really nice. She's not a biter. She's a head butter, so if she's in a really foul mood, she won't bite you, but she'll headbutt you, and it'll still startle you. All right. Black Texas rat. That's it. It's actually a black Western, but I won't be too stickler on it. Is that what you put, Joel, as black Western rat? I don't know. Where is it? Black Texas. It's Western black Texas, but same thing. Same difference. Same difference. Put your name down here too. So make sure you email me, Joel, okay? goingyooper@gmail.com. I like to keep record of all my stuff. I know that really bothers Chris. It's how I keep a record of everything, you know? Because I don't, this social media stuff, if I'm being fair with you all, if you guys post stuff on Instagram and I don't like it, or stuff on Facebook and I don't like it, it's not because I don't want to. It's because I have over 2,000 something people on my friend's Facebook thing, and I don't even know who any of them are. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't know the majority of the people, and I get asked. If I open my Facebook, I'm going to have a ton of questions in there about a bunch of different stuff. It gets to be way too much. So I really only answer messages and stuff from people like you all. If I know your name or see your name, then I'm like, I can message back. But it's really hard to keep up. Same thing with Instagram. If I turn that on, I try to go through. Instagram does a weird thing. Sometimes it doesn't show people, like, I'm like, I know I'm subbed to these people. How come I haven't seen none of their stuff in like forever? And then I'll go look at their stuff and there was a bunch of stuff posted. Or I'll go to the Instagram and I'll see that I've been tagged and stuff and I don't know how to go see it. Oh, Royal Business, okay. You sent me all your stuff already, cool. But I don't know how to, once I go and find it, it ends up being posted a few days ago. So if you post something about me and tag me in it and I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Now when I go to my Instagram too, maybe this is happening to other people. When I go to my Instagram too, it won't tell me if anybody, like, it doesn't show any little hearts or anything. Like, it's not lit up saying, hey, you got messages, or you got little messages, somebody liked your stuff. But when I click on it, there's all, 100 and something different things that I haven't seen yet. And that just kind of started recently. I wonder if there's some update I don't have. The Champagne Orange Dream. You know what? Your wife ain't gonna murder you, dude. She's not gonna murder you. She won't murder you. Just buy it. I'm actually doing a price drop pretty soon, so just hold off. Hold off a little bit longer. I got a few more to add too. Probably gonna be adding a few females as well, adult females as well. Some stuff that I can just kind of do without. But I'm definitely trying to get these Grebos, and if I get these Grebos, then I might be able to pair them up as soon as next fallish or whatever it is, whatever time. I'm not sure. I've never bred colubrids, but the person that taught me about ball pythons and stuff like that, he was a colubrid breeder and was actually learning how to breed ball pythons kind of on the whim, because back in the day nobody told you nothing, and there was nobody really to ask. There was a bunch of venomous guys around in Southwest Florida, and they were the only people. And then this guy that he owned a serpentarium. I used to collect rat snakes out in the wild and crap and bring it to him, and he'd give me a discount and stuff on stuff. Has anyone ever been to the reptile zoo in Fountain Valley, California? Certainly not, J-Dog. I was on my way to California once, but we only made it as far as Houston, Texas. And then the cop said, hey, you all are only 15 years old and you don't have driver's licenses. How'd you get this car here from Florida? You got to go home. And they sent us back home on a Greyhound bus, put us overnight in a runaway shelter in downtown Houston. It was a whole thing. Gave us a little bag lunch for a 2-day trip with a little grapefruit juice we peeled off the little thing on top. It's horrendous. What were you doing when you were 15? I was trying to go to California to be a pro skateboarder. All right. Champagne Orange Dream. This is a cool little guy. This guy's such a piglet, though. Oh, you're not the one I before? I remember I moved you up top because you were down too low. Hi, sweet thing. Yeah. Yes, I know. I got fat little snakes. All my baby snakes seem to be the little fatties. They eat great. Is that the one you're talking about, Joel? Or the other one? The other one that I don't post much of because I have to assist feed her all the time still, which kind of sucks. Look at this plump monkey. That was YOLO. You only live once? Is that it? Oh, listen, Joel. You just put the pair of pants on and buy my snakes. That's all I can say. So this is also 50% het for genetic stripe, and you can't really, don't let this stripe make you think that means for sure that this thing is het for genetic stripe, because that doesn't mean crap when it comes to the champagne gene being mixed with stuff. But I'm actually working some really cool stuff with the champagne here next season. I'm super stoked about, so hopefully it works out. I'm gonna try and make it so champagne actually has some pattern, and I mean, I've already talked about it. Basically, I'm gonna try and do some orange dream leopard into the champagne with genetic stripe. I don't know if you know what leopard does to genetic stripe, but it really thickens up the lines that go down the back. And when you put leopard in with the genetic stripe doing that and genetic stripe in with champagne, you get some pretty cool stuff happening. So that's my plans. All right, Carla, how you doing? Snake tail. Oh, what? Your hubby bought me home a snake today? He should have bought you a Yooper snake today. Well, that's awesome. Well, let's make you blue. That's congratulations. Oh, I just covered you up, so now I can't read the rest of your comment. Wish I knew more about her other than she looks albino. Oh, yeah. 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 A snake where you don't know everything is always tough. But if you're not breeding, just love it. Doesn't matter. And if you are breeding, that's how you have to prove it out down the road. So that can be fun. Tell your wife it's her Valentine's gift. I agree. I agree. Kurt would come up with some pretty handy stuff sometimes. We'll put you back. Now I'm going to get out the one I'm keeping. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. And you're a piggy girl. You are a mean little piggy girl. But I don't mind. Yeah, I don't discriminate. These are from the same clutch, and they all get fed the same around here. But this is my keeper super orange dream girl right here, who is a little chunky monkey as well. But I hope and pray that she actually is het for genetic stripe in the future, because she will be definitely doing some cool stuff then. But even if she's not, I'll keep that super OD, which is my favorite by far out of all the supers. I love the super OD. And then to have one that's bright like this, very hard, man. These things can darken up pretty quick. And she does look a little, if I'm being honest, she looks a little brighter on the screen in some spots than she actually is. She's a little darker than that, but to get yourself a nice high expression orange dream is kind of hard. Hard to do. And I love that little markings along the back there. I'm kind of hoping that that's going to be a sign that she's genetic stripey, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Might not be. Oh, you're so inquisitive. Look at that. Tell me that. I've looked at a lot of super orange dreams in my day, and I hate to say it, but it really does come down to the quality of your animals. And I hear people all the time, like, you know, somebody's like, oh, dude, you don't even do clowns, or like, oh, Yooper doesn't have all this high-end stuff. Yeah, Yooper, that's not my game plan. That's not, and that's totally fine if it's not yours, but that's not my game plan. I love good quality single gene animals to make the stuff that I want to do in the future. That's why I kind of hand pick certain things. And I also don't have a ton of money. You know, I can't drop $5,000 on a snake right off the bat. You know, I got kids in college. I got kids going to college. I got kids that are going to be going to college, and they're all too dumb to get scholarships. So, I mean, I got to pay for that shit. So I'm really trying to just build up a really nice collection, a small handful of top quality stuff that I can sell affordably. And that's what I'm doing, you know. I can sell a snake that is worth the price that I'm selling it for, but somebody can actually have them because I'm not putting 13 genes in something. Matter of fact, when you start putting too many genes into things, they start getting muddy and they start looking like crap. Some stuff looks awesome, but majority of the time. So I'm really trying to just work with a few different things and putting a few different of my favorite genes into a few different recessives. Um, and then I'll pretty much work with that stuff in the future as well as use Crebos because I'm getting Crebos, no way around it. No way around it. I'm here every day anyway. I'm constantly cleaning somebody's bins out. So cleaning Crebos every other day, every day isn't a big deal to me at all. There's a lot to them. They're pretty fun snakes to have. I love how they are very diverse in their food. They like to eat different foods. I mean, you can go to the store and get some raw chicken. You can feed them eggs. You can feed them rats. You can feed them chicks. I can go over there to Tractor Supply and get some chicks if I need. It's pretty cool. Kurtwood, I'm going to send you, because you send me some stuff just being nice, so I'm going to send you the sticker in the YOOPER bar. Shut up about the orange shirt. It's a little kid shirt, man. If I send you that orange shirt, that size, you better wear it in a video. How about that? Everybody agree? He wears it in a video if I send him that little tiny orange shirt that he's going to beat up kids for? Kurtwood, I got you down. Yeah, I don't want no crazy old well, listen, everybody has their place here. That's why I love this business. There's room for everybody. There's enough pie for everybody. See, back in the day, everybody wanted to be the only ones doing Super Orange Dreams or Orange Dreams, you know, stuff. They wanted to be the only one doing the pied stuff. They wanted to be the, but you know what happens? They're the only ones that have it. They don't sell the shit. They just have it. That's it. You know what I mean? And until it gets out there, nowadays people are like, you know, working with each other because they see the value of taking care of people's animals. Like, I want you to take care of your animals. Why I'm not up here not helping you? Because I want you to have good, clean, healthy animals, because I might get one from you, and if I get one from you, I want it to be the best it possibly can be. That way, I have a nice, healthy snake. So why is it not in my best interest to help you when it comes to breeding questions? Hey, I can tell you right now, anybody in here that hasn't bred yet, maybe this is your first season, maybe next season is going to be your first season. Here's the simplest thing I can tell you. Make sure your temperatures are right. That means for your belly heat for your females, your gravid females. Make sure your humidities are right. Set your incubator up weeks ahead of time and check it relentlessly. Put boxes in there the same way you would put them in there as you're going to have your eggs in there, and check temperatures constantly weeks before. And once it's all good and perfect and set up the way you want, and 2 weeks gone by without any issues at all, keep your temperatures and humidity right, you won't have any problem hatching eggs. If it wasn't for my own mistake, since I've been breeding here in the UP, I have 100% hatch rate, except for the 2 eggs that I destroyed myself from just stupidity, human error. And that's because you take your time with those things. It's a real simple thing. I see so many people's first years and their eggs are going bad. They're getting moldy, all this stuff. Try and limit the stuff you put into your egg bins. The reason why I use River Rock is because I can clean it really good with some good Dawn dish soap, rinse them really good, and I can get rid of any little things that might create a spot for that mildew and all the stuff to grow, you know. I try to limit that by doing those things. And if you do those things, you will be just fine. It's the people that go in there and mess with their incubators. They're opening the door every 5 minutes to check on their eggs. They just turned their incubator on. Oh my God, I got eggs. I'm going to turn my incubator on now and start trying to figure out. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Plenty in advance works. And minimal stuff. Temperatures, humidities, belly heat, room temperature, and your humidities. That's the stuff that really matters. That's really about it. And a healthy feeding schedule. You know, if you're a person that's feeding every, you know, sometimes I feed when I have my stuff. You're probably not going to have as successful of a breeding season as somebody that has their snakes on a 5-day or in a 7-day rotation. The trick to get ball pythons to breed is to simulate West Africa and monsoon season. simulate the situations that spur them on to growing follicles, which is humidity, temperatures, and things like that. But it's also in feeding them. They have to say, okay, there's plenty of food around here to take care of myself, plus any offspring. Females think like that. That's how they work. That's how they decide if they're going to let these follicles grow and then inseminate them or not, is if everything is kind of right. And it's pretty easy to do as long as you kind of got all your numbers right. And that takes a little bit of time. Your belly heat, you want about 88.5 to 89 degrees tops. And with your females, that's what your belly heat should be. Check it often. Check it often. It's really important. Too much higher than that's going to cook the sperm, and she's going to lay a bunch of slugs. Now, a lot of people like to blame the slugs on young males, and I've told people before, hey, young males, I'll jump in here and read comments in a second. They like to say, oh, well, it's young males, that's why she's slugged out. Well, a lot of that has to do with the temperatures that they're running a lot of the times as well, not so much the young males. I've all my first time males have always given me good clutches. I had Lola gave me 2 slugs. Or one slug since I've been breeding here in the UP. And that may have been from the young male deal. But a lot of the times it's our own personal errors. So if you just kind of get the recipe and follow that recipe, you'll be just fine. I know a lot of people, that's the problem. A lot of people freak out and they worry so much, and they want to check those eggs every 10 minutes, you know, and a lot of that stuff is unnecessary. Once those eggs are laid, I'm chill. A lot of people freak out. A lot of people are like, oh, the eggs are here and they're just waiting for them to hatch. I'm fine once they're laid. Waiting for the female to lay the eggs is where I am all like, oh, come on, I'm checking every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's where I get impatient. And but once they're laid, I'm like, phew, it's over. I know I have 100% confidence in my incubator, not myself, to take care of these eggs to where I can just put them in there and I literally don't have to touch them until they hatch. And that's just really getting your temperatures right. Mary from Mary's Pythons and Holy Balls. I know your snake. I'm very happy that she passed those 2 other eggs. I always tell people, if you have a snake that's bound up, don't try and help the snake pass it. I know you might see Brian Barczyk and Brian Cusco tried it once. It didn't work out too good for him. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not going to work out. So the situation usually is there's a lot of stress and tension, and she will kind of twist her little deal up in there and the eggs won't pass. So she really needs to be relaxed. And sometimes that could take weeks and even months. But usually if you leave them be, they will pass them on their own. I don't know how the vet is in your area, but our reptile vet calls me every now and then asking me, hey, I have this snake. Can you think you might be able to come down so that you can give me a hand with it? Just because they know the book, they can tell you the biology and how everything works, doesn't necessarily mean that they know the species of animals that they're working with. And I found that with this guy a lot. And now he thinks he's a pro. He doesn't bother me too much anymore. If he's watching, hey, thanks. But you just don't want to massage him out. And usually if you just let him be, less stress as possible, don't handle them. Don't even try and kind of entice them with food. Usually they won't want to eat any food anyway when they're bound up. So it shouldn't be an issue. But you really want to let them be. It's in their best interest 90% of the time. Now, I've never seen a snake. I've heard horror stories where snakes get so bound up that they have to have surgery to get them out. I think if that's happened, I think it's unnecessary. These snakes really can take care of that. They really can. You want to go back? My only holdback so far. All right, I'm going to get the one girl out that hasn't been eating for me very well. And this is probably world's first. We've been all searching and have other people doing the searching as well. And I probably am not going to get her in a good light. Probably not going to get her in a good light. She's got a real light faded line. Yeah, the lighting is horrible. I'm sorry. Now this one, unfortunately, she eats every week, but I have to assist feed her a really small pinky. And I mean assist feed. I don't have to force feed. I just have to get it inside of her mouth. And once it's in her mouth, she wraps it up, which is really crazy. Unfortunately, it's probably my fault. I probably startled her at some point early on when I went to feed her. Maybe I kept it above her head a little too much, or maybe it was too big, or she felt it was too big, and I scared her a little bit. So unfortunately, every season I usually have one or two that will give me a little bit of a hard time. And unfortunately, it's this girl right here that is probably a world's first. We're thinking that this is a Super Orange Dream Mojave Fire. So that's what we're thinking anyway. But then again, we're not positive yet. But she's super fine. She's still healthy. She's not as big as her siblings. She's super happy snakes, love to move around and goof off. She's very energetic, which is good. You know, I want to see that in a girl that's not catching her own food, but I'm hoping really soon she starts taking them on her own. All right, let me look in here in case I missed anything. Yeah, definitely share. If you share your mistakes, I've made so many mistakes, you know what I mean? It's so easy to do. And when you're putting them out on video, it can really bite you in the butt. It happened to me. I mean, and if you got somebody out there who don't like it, boy, they really take advantage of some little slip up that you did. You know, it's funny. It's funny sometimes. Yeah, she is a sweetheart. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, sorry. I don't think I missed anything. I think you guys are having a lot of conversations with him, which is good. So 18 people still in here. Let's see. All right. I'm doing that wheel from now on, by the way, everybody. I'm doing that wheel. F all that other crap, cutting out names and all that crap. From now on, I'm writing people's names in. I don't care if I have to sit here for an hour and do it, and I'm doing that wheel. Oh my God, that was so smooth. Crap, I would have been done pretty quickly if I did the wheel, though. So I'm glad I didn't do the wheel that time around, but I'm doing the wheel from now on. It's definitely a cool deal. Whose show is that? What's going on? Who's doing a show tonight? I might check them out too, because I'm going to be sitting at home not being able to do the show I wanted to do. Oh, and she might be possible head for tonight's show. All right, easy Play-Doh. This little fat monkey I call Hopper because she ain't no joke. Now, I'm pretty sure that it's just a cinnamon, but it is possible that this is a cinnamon orange dream. It's kind of hard to do here, but usually you get a little bit of a tracking system with orange dream on the bottom. And being a colorblind person, it's very hard for me to tell. But I got it listed on my Morph Market as a regular cinnamon, but a really nice cinnamon. And she's a chunky little monkey too. She's also possible het for genetic stripe. She is on my Morph Market right now. What's up? What's up, Bill Harper? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. My big plan is to hatch out these double hets. I got my killer pied to my exanthic female, VPI exanthic female. So hopefully I'll get some. I'll get nothing but pastel double hets for that, for future stuff. And these Cribos that I'm trying to pick up here soon. The problem is I got to get somebody down in Texas to go check them out for me to make sure things are cool. I know a lot of people in Texas, but this is Live Oak, Texas. It's just north of San Antonio and south of Austin. So that's kind of the dilemma that I'm at right now. But yeah, and this girl will hop at you on feeding day. She'll sit there and hop right in her little thing coming after the food. It's hilarious. So I call her Hopper. She'll hop right over and grab it. It's funny. And she's a little fat monkey. I'm not playing. And they only eat every 7 days. They get an appropriate sized meal, but I don't know, maybe my rats are just super fatties. Good question, Lily. It's not a noob question. That's a good question. And there could be multiple answers for that. It really depends on the species of snake. When we talk about ball pythons and we say subadult, usually a subadult is going to be somewhere around the 800 to, well, it depends on what you're talking about too. For my females, I say a subadult is usually around 800 grams to around 1,000 to 1,200 grams. somewhere in that 400 gram mark area. And lower than that is a juvenile, and smaller than that, of course, will be hatchlings. And then you have your adults, which I usually say my adults are about 1,200 and up. If you look on the adults on Morph Market, a lot of times you see that people have adults in there and they're under 1,500 grams. Now, that always goes back to the person saying, well, should you breed your snakes at 1,500 grams or should you breed them lower? Well, I can tell you right now that that Champagne, Orange Dream, Fire, Mojave that I bred to my Orange Dream Cinnamon 100% het genetic stripe, she was only 1,300 grams when I bred her. Of course, she was 4 years old, but she was only 1,300 grams when I bred her. She gave me big, healthy eggs, no issues, first-time mom. So, you know, there's that. I usually do time over weight, but I hope that answered your question. What else? What else? What else? Corey, yeah, I know a lot of people down there. Mary's down there. Deadly Tarantula Girl's down there. What's up, Chris? Hey, Chris Hardwick, could you email me at goingyooper@gmail.com sometime? Or, you know what, do you have your email on your channel posted on one of your videos? I'd like to talk to you. Awesome. I appreciate it, Chris. I've got some questions for you. We'll run some stuff by you anyway. But yeah, you know, you're gonna, the thing is that we have so many generic answers for so many things because, you know, not being there, I've said this before too, not being there, it's really hard to help somebody with their animal sometimes. If we're not there, I mean, they can tell me that their humidity is perfect, but what is perfect to them? And they can tell me that this, that, and the other, but sometimes it's just not exactly the way they say it is. And a lot of times I find out that they got too much stuff going on in their enclosures or something like that. Or ask them, well, what do you got for an enclosure? And they kind of tell me what the substrate is, and they tell me they got to hide. But then they don't tell me that they got it stuffed full of plants to where you can't even see the snake, and they're having a hard time feeding and it won't feed. Well, if there's too much going on and you're coming from all these little blind spots when you're sticking something in there with them and they don't tend to eat. So there's a lot of generic answers that we give. So we always say females are 1,500 grams and males 500 and up. And that's why we give out a generic. But that's not necessarily the case. I can assure you in the wild, snakes ain't making other snakes get on scales before they do the dirty. It's just not happening. And I'm sure you all know that. Homesteading Northern Michigan. Hello, my friend Jason. How you doing, brother? Such a good guy. I'm going to make you blue too, Chris, just because, and not because you're Chris with a bunch of subscribers or any of that stuff, because everybody in here hanging out being cool is blue. That's how we do stuff here. But I know why you got a bunch of subscribers, and I want to talk to you. I want to milk some information from you. Not really milk information, because I already got the information from your videos, but I want to talk to you about it. I love the library. The library of snakes that I've gone to many a times when I was thinking of future plans, and fastest way to get to those future plans was, well, let's see what Chris says about these genes. He seems to have done a lot of the homework that I was just about to do. So I'm grateful. What else? Did I miss anything? I don't want to miss anybody's stuff. All right, I'm going to go put you back, little fatty. Ouch, you little turdy. You little turdy girl. You got me. I got tagged. I got brushed. Another little one here. Another one that I'm having a hard time with. Of course, I've hatched hundreds of Mojaves over the years, but I always have a hard time when it comes to Orange Dream and with certain animals. Now, this I believe to just be a Mojave Orange Dream. Now, I believe it to be a Mojave Orange Dream. Again, very hard to tell, and you're going to shed. You're about to shed out. But this girl was giving me a hard time feeding as well, but now she is nailing food like a champ, and now she's a little fat bottom as well. But pretty snake right here. Could possibly just be Mojave, but with all that blushing and the way it's set up and the colors that she is, I'm thinking there's probably OD in there as well. Tell you, being colorblind, some morphs are just more difficult than others when they're mixed with certain things, for me. For me. Hey, don't go kissing Chris's butt. He does plenty of videos. You go kiss his butt on his channel. No, I'm kidding. No. But I do want to talk to you. So thank you for emailing me. I'll probably shoot you my phone number, and someday you have a free minute, you can text me or you can give me a call. I want to talk to you about some stuff. See what you had to say about it. I think you'd be interested. You may or may not be. It is what it is. And I'm only kidding, Lily. You can be nice to Chris. You're all just so chill. You bit me and now you're chill. So does anybody see this? Anybody tell me right here? Any of you out there, Orange Dream, Mojave breeders? The only thing I haven't hatched with the Mojave is the Orange Dream. But again, it comes with your snakes too, because even if this is just a regular Mojave, it comes to quality. Even single gene snakes can have a ton of quality to them and be worth something for your future stuff. That's why I have a lot of single and double gene animals that I'm still keeping, and people are like, why are you keeping them? Well, because I'm working certain things into them to try and make the perfect thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to spend a bunch of money on these big top dollar animals. It's nice if you can, and if I could, I would. And if I could just talk my kids to being McDonald's workers and not going to college, I definitely would, and I would have them too. And maybe if these Crebos work out, I might be able to just jumpstart some of that stuff as well. But I really am looking for quality always. And people say that. They've told me that from the beginning. Always go quality over quantity, and I watch a lot of people get into this ball python game, and they're picking up snakes from everywhere. They don't even know. We just had a scenario. Somebody just got a snake tonight, so not even sure exactly what's in it. I see that all the time. Now, for a breeder, that's a nightmare, but I see a lot of people that plan on breeding doing that, and then they just have a bunch of stuff with no rhyme or reason, no plan. I didn't have the money to go into it big and buy all the big recessives. That's why I've bred all mine, and now I can replace the hets with the visuals, you know. And I actually like keeping all of those het females around too, because sometimes you don't want it. Sometimes you want to create hets, if that makes sense. Sometimes you're looking to create hets for future projects. It's a little shortcut to a project that you're going after. Yeah, Mojave's always good. All my Mojaves have always been really feisty ones. She tagged me when I first went there. I was kind of surprised, but I love how she's very minimal with the eye, with the keyholes. She's very minimal, and I love that, almost like a calico look on her sides because of that. And I love that. Again, simple, cheap snake. I'm going to be putting it up on the Morph Market. Inexpensive snake, I should say, here pretty soon. Now she's nailing food left and right. But again, I like things that are a little bit different and weird. Take care, Kurtwood. Man, I appreciate you. Make sure you email me your address and stuff so I can get your YOOPER bars out. All right, so if somebody can tell me what kind of eggs Chris Hardwick hatches out that's worth some serious money, there's only one answer I'm looking for. The first person that says it without Chris, you can't enter this one. You know the answer. You're going to YOOPER bar as well as a sticker from Fitzgerald Constrictors. So he has some eggs that he makes some money on. Hey Trish, how you doing? And it's not snake eggs, I'll give you that. It's not snake eggs. He's probably not even in here anymore, so that's okay, because I know the answer. No, they're not snake eggs. He hatches some eggs that are what he hatches out, or what he sells the eggs actually for, are worth a lot, some pretty decent money. It actually surprised me. I was like, what? I'm in the wrong business. Nope, not cicadas. Iron Dog, you should know the answer. Oh, we got it. Gotta love carpet pythons. Got it right before Joel. And I know Iron Dog knew that. Yep. All right, Gay, I need you. I didn't keep your address and stuff, but I really do need you to, and listen, I can't ship you the candy bar because they won't let it go through customs and all that stuff, but I will send you the stickers. Is that okay? But I do need you to email me at goingyooper@gmail.com so that I have your address to do so. And I've sent her out a hoodie before, but that was through Teespring, so they actually sent it out. You said duck first? Whoa. Oh, let's have a lady fight. Boy, that would be awesome, right? You two want to join my live and have at it? Winner gets the sticker and candy bar? No, I'm kidding. Trish said it first? All right, well, listen. Gotta love carpet pythons. Do me a favor. Trish, you have won a YOOPER bar. You can share it with Justin if you want. But I'm actually already sending you a sticker and a YOOPER bar as well. So I'll just send an extra. And Gay, please send me your address and I'll send you out a sticker because I don't think I can send the candy bar. I might be able to, I might not be able to. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, I want to say fight. Girl fights are the best. No, I'm kidding. I'm sending you a sticker anyway, so I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm not even gonna send it to Justin. I send it right to Trish. Not that I don't love you, Justin. I do, but you're probably not even in here anymore. I don't blame you. It's not my regular kind of live show. And Justin, I'll put your name on there too. And then Gay's gonna send me an email as well for a sticker. Gay, the thing is, I want one of your stickers, so I'll send you my address back if you have any more. I would like one of your stickers. They look pretty darn cool. All right. All right. Who else in here? Chicken eggs. Nope. Quail eggs. All good guesses, but they're duck eggs. He makes, I mean, I think he was saying like $2,000 or something for some eggs. I'm in the wrong business. Oh, you've been such a sweetheart. All right. Cranky Pants is up now. She's a little upset still, so we're going to be easy with her. Black Western rat snake right here. So that's not only ball pythons here. I actually quite a few species of snakes. The only ones I breed right now are ball pythons. This is the Black Western rat. These things are amazingly awesome. She is not fully grown, but she's close. She's pretty close. They are muskers, and they do musk a lot. These are not... I wouldn't recommend rat snakes as a good first pet. I know a lot of people do, but I wouldn't because they're easily startled. And musking stinks. Like she's about to do that to me right now. I can tell by what her tail's doing. She's not mad at me, but she's not feeling secure. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. You see their tails starting to flip around like that, and they're not actually grabbing a hold of you to hold on. They're just kind of flailing around. She's getting ready to spray poo all over the place. It's kind of the way they do it. They like to get a nice little swirl in there so they get it all over. So be watching out for that if you have any rat snakes or musters. All right. All right, where am I at? 21 people with 26 likes. I can live with that. Thank you very much, everybody. Again, sorry that I wasn't able to do the live that I was expecting, but, you know, I've canceled the family out. I love them to death. They have their own things to do in life, and I get it. But I'm no longer putting faith in them when they tell me they've got a plan and they want to do this, that, and the other, because I spent a bunch of money and do stuff, and then they don't follow through, and then I look silly. So I hope they watch this back and they feel a little bit bad. I excuse the wife. She's going into work early. She's just one of those people that they need her, she goes. And I can't blame her because I'm the same way. They call me and I go. So happy New Year's to you too, Jill. Thank you. Happy New Year's to everybody. So I do want to talk about a few things, and then we'll give away probably one or two more bars. So yeah, I am possibly really soon getting these Crebos. I am looking for somebody. I have some people in Texas, but I don't know who I got close to that part of Texas. I got to get in touch with David W., who's been missing lately. I have contacted him to check on him, see how he's doing. You all know who he is. He's always in these chats. He supports all the channels. He's an awesome dude. He's got really cool snakes. But he's just been taking a little bit of break. You know, being a truck driver and things like that, you're away from your family. And when you come home, you really should spend a little bit of time with them too. And he's been hanging out with us a lot lately, so he's just taking a little break. So David, I love you. Very cool dude for sure. I think my landlord's having a party downstairs. I heard the music turn on. It's got bad tasting music. Jeremiah, you got bad tasting music, buddy. What's going on, Josh Barton Reptiles? This is real early for you to catch it. I'm sorry, man. I had to go live early. Everybody kind of backed out on me, and I have to hang out with my... See, I make it sound like a chore. I don't mind hanging out with my nephew. He's an awesome little kid. He just really needs you. He just needs somebody there with him. You know what I mean? He can get kind of left to his own devices. He can go bad pretty quickly. And it kind of stinks, but he's gotten so much better. So I don't think that this will be a problem for the rest of his life. I think he just missed out on some of the key things that he needed to learn when he was a little bit younger that are just now starting to make sense to him. So things are definitely getting better. But my plans are pretty slick with these Crebos. I need somebody. David W's down that way. I know a few people. I don't know the people in the breeders. The chances are that they probably came from Black Pearl originally. And my issue is that as far as the Crebos go, that you can breed father to, you know, you can inbreed the snakes without too much issue. But the issue is that after a certain period of time, after a long period of time, of doing it continuously, they've said that they've noticed that there has been some issues from like kinking and things like that down the line. So you really want to try and find kind of the fresher blood of it. And there's only a few breeders out there that breed these things, and they're very difficult to get your hands on. Matter of fact, Black Pearl has a year waiting list right off the bat. And that's just to get a baby, It's kind of a pain in the butt. So that is part of my plan. If I get these are, they are adults. I could start breeding this next season, really, if things go right. And that would be a big deal for me. Now, they're not $1 million snakes. They're not snakes that, they're not like, some crazy $3,000 clown or anything. I get that. But there's not too many people breeding them. And I really enjoy those kind of snakes. Just like my Thayer snakes, I enjoy snakes that are work snakes, and smart. I love snakes that really use their brains. See, I'm not downing the ball pythons. You guys know I love them. I mean, that's what I breed. But they're not super using their brain kind of snakes. They are very content with just sitting there and doing their thing, to where a Crebo is it thinks every time you open the bin that it's feeding, and as soon as it realizes that it's not a food thing, they're cool as it gets. But they're super active. I mean, you can literally walk them like a dog. You can feed them like a dog, put raw chicken in a bowl, and they just come over and eat out of the bowl when they want. And it's not always a thing where you got to dangle something in front of them. And I love that. I love a snake that makes you work. Are they easy to breed? Good question. I don't know. I've never bred them. And, as much as what I've learned so far, it's not a big hard deal. It's not super hard, or isn't much trickier than any other clubrid. But then again, I have never bred clubrids, and there's an incubation setup. There's a thing you got to kind of do, a hibernating thing kind of thing you got to do with a lot of these clubrids, and I got to look more into it with that as well. So I have a lot of work ahead of me. Luckily, the people over there at Black Pearl are pretty easy to talk to, and I have a few other people I can talk with as well. So fingers crossed. That's my big thing for 2021. If it happens, it all could fall on my face. I could fall on my face with it here. And if I don't like the deal, I won't like the deal. I want those things checked out. I will fly down there and check them out before I send anybody kind of money that I don't know. So, and that's possible. I already checked on the flight tickets, $438 right out of Escanaba straight there. So I've already looked into it. That has to happen. I don't want to spend that kind of money doing that, but I will, because this is something I've been talking about this forever. So it'll be nice. I got to go to Walmart. Well, be very careful out there, and thank you so much for joining. And you say that you pronounce your name like Nikki, so I'll just call you Nikki if that's okay. I seen that in some other chat that you were in, to be honest with you, and I just remember seeing that, and that your name was like that. So I was like, I don't know. I think that's what you said. Oh, thank you. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, tell ya. I'm a little bummed. I wanted today to be something different, and I kind of had some plans, and I'm a little bummed. They keep messing with me. My kids keep messing with me. Thank you, Wally. I'm glad you came in. And look, I didn't win those things, so I didn't come down for dinner. But next time I head out and travel through, I'll let you know what's in advance. We might be able to hook up and stop by Culver's. I like Culver's. I'm not a fast food guy, but I'll go to Culver's. Well, you guys want me to get? I'll try and get Miss Thing out here. Miss Thing is the green tree python. I'm not going to be messing with her too much, but if she's cool, I'll go bring her over. If she's not, then we'll have to do without. And as soon as that hook gets here from Rob, I'll be able to take Bitey McGurkin out again, because the problem with Bitey is you can't get him inside of his enclosure. It's a wrap. It ain't happening. He will kill you. Once he's out, he's as cool as it gets. You're just a tree. Getting him out's the tricky part, and I can't get him out with my golf club because my hook broke. Oh, you are not sleeping at all. You are not sleeping at all, girl. Easy. Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, next one. Next, what the heck you just ate last night? Gnarly little creature. God, I love you, but you can really turd sometimes. All right, that's not happening. What a jerk. What a jerk. Next one, I'll bring out next one. She's not having it. As soon as I opened the lid, she took a swipe at me. She's way faster than me. I'm so old. Yeah, it's all good. I just wanted to chat and hang out for a little bit, give out some YOOPER bars. I'm going to give out another one real quick, and a sticker. I got the name. So far, I got Heather, I got Cuddle Time Critters, Joel, got Kurtwood, Trish, and Justin, and Gay so far for their stuff. So, take a bite for the team. Yeah. Not with this one, man. Not with this one. All right. Not with this one. You'll see. You got to be careful with these green tree pythons. They are so fragile, and they're not from Spain, from Italy or anything. They're just a fragile snake. So the best done with a hook. Easy, 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 easy freestyle. Easy freestyle. God, you're so fast. Where? Oh. Y'all blame Chris right now. Y'all thank him. All right, easy, girl. Easy. We're good now, right? Easy. Yeah. There you are in your dirty stick. Watch the people on the camera. Say hi. All right. And they got a heck of a reach. These things are amazing snakes. They really are. And if she wasn't already up and she was sleeping, I could have scooped her up from underneath and it wouldn't have been a problem. But when they're awake, for some reason, I can't get nothing out of her. When she's awake, she just wants to kill. Oh, she's going for it. You guys are jerks. Thanks a lot, Chris. All right. You're going back. Calm down. Calm down. Easy peasy, my friend. Easy peasy. You're getting too big, I'll tell you that. You're a lot heavier than you were last year. All right, I survived. Total sissy move, but I survived. I survived it. And look, there was a little danger involved there. I was well in her striking range. She could have tore me up if she really wanted to, but she was cool. Whew. Got a little sweaty on that one. Yeah. There you go, Chris, you jerk. Hope no kids are watching. No, but we do talk about all the time. I guess Chris is still in here. I'm also talk about it. I say it all the time. Some people find that niche, and I think Chris has found a really good niche. I think we've all talked about this many a times with his awesome library, as I believe Justin coined it from My Animal House, library of all the different morphs that he, goes on to the morph market into the ball python wizard, whatever it is. I don't remember. I haven't used it so long. And really does a bunch of these little researches, and God, it's helped me out a ton. Like, that's all the stuff that I used to do myself. Now sometimes I just find myself thinking of a project. I'm like, oh, well, I wonder what this would do. Yeah, I bet you so-and-so probably did it. And I'll go to Chris's stitch, and he does so good with that, dude. You brilliant. And again, now, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you have not been breeding ball pythons and really been into the reptile stuff all that long. I believe it's been only about 4 or 5 years, right? If I'm correct. And what I'm getting at is that you made a video, and you know what I'm about to say probably, but you made a video where you had an umbilical cord stuck with a baby on one of the hatchlings, and you cut it. And in that video, you actually said, I probably should have tied that off first after you did it, and you said that in that video. And a lot of people are going to give you heat on that, and I'm like, well, listen, the guy never said that, look, I'm the guy that has all the answers to all the breeding You know what I mean? I do this, and I've done this a million times. Like, it was pretty clear in the video what you said. So immediately I was like, you didn't do nothing wrong. What would have been wrong is if he cut it and said, yeah, that's what you do, and then left it at that. That would have sucked. But he didn't do that. He said right afterwards, I was glad that you said it. Right afterwards, you said, you know, I probably should have tied that off. And yes, you definitely should have tied that off. But I think you've done a pretty good job of being respectful, knowing that, you know, you have a lot of subscribers, and with that comes a lot of responsibility. I think you've done a pretty good job of being respectful to the hobby and to what you do. It's very hard, I'm sure, for a person with that many subscribers and that many people that are asking you questions about things that you may not even experience yourself yet. So that's got to be a little bit tough, but I appreciate the fact that you said that right away. And I know a lot of people wanted to jump on you right off the bat. And I think shortly after, a few of us were like, well, if you think about it, you know, the guy has been breeding forever and a day. He's kind of learning with you stuff. The guy evidently knows how to do his research on things. And this is one of those things that it's not like you took the video down afterwards, which was good as well. Because if you would have took that video down, well, you would have never lived it. You would have never lived it and hear the end of that. He took it down because he did something wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. He made a simple little mistake that ended up harming nothing and no one, and even said that. So that's what I appreciated about it. And I think when you have a lot of subscribers like that, people sometimes equate subscriber numbers with knowledge of this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, I'm really into space, but I don't think I could build a space rocket. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate it, and I think that's I think that what you got going on, Justin from My Animal House is the one that I stole that library thing from. He said it that one day, and I was like, that's exactly what it is. He's building a nice little encyclopedia of these different little morphs that has helped out. I love the game. I love the game, Chris. I wasn't a big fan of the super chat for the motorcycle thing. I'm a very honest person. Sometimes I'm too blunt. But shit, man, if it worked, then I might just have to do it myself. I have to wait till I get some more subscribers, but I wasn't a big fan of that. I was like, are you shitting me? You wake up in the middle of the night, I see this shit. I'm like, what's up? You trying to get somebody a new liver or something, new lung? Somebody need a new lung? Somebody need a new well because they need fresh water? What? A Harley Davidson? The fuck? I love busting balls. Yeah, exactly. You make a mistake, and that's so tough. And I had a hard time with that early on in my channel, and it kind of scared me away. And if I'm being honest, I was going to talk about this tonight if I did my big live, that at the beginning of this year, I was really on my way out of YouTube. Of course, when I started YouTube, I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Like, this could pay bills and everything else is YouTube. And I think everybody that got into YouTube originally, not everybody, but a lot of people get into it originally, like, oh, this would be cool if I can make some money off of this, and that'd be awesome. And I did too. Of course I did. But I realized soon after that, if you want to be a YouTuber making money, then you better be putting in a good 40, 50 hours a week on that YouTube alone, and then investing in it pretty heavily. And then you got no time. Like, if I was on here every day and I did a video, like Brian Barczyk, the guy can't take a vacation. If he takes a vacation, he has to take us with him. I don't go with him. I'm not a big fan. I like Brian, but I'm not a fan of his videos. There's too much going on. I get sick, spinning and shit. But what was that? Was it a bad idea with the bike? See, that's the thing, and that's what I like too, because, like, you know, you don't know until you put yourself out there. But I realized shortly after that I wasn't going to make $1 million doing YouTube. That, like, I didn't have what it took, not the personality stuff and not what it took to get there. Like, my life is too full of stuff here and here to be able to do this like that. And then you can't ever take a vacation or do anything. You just have to be on all the time, and that's not the kind of life I want. I love you all to death, but I'd rather come hang out with you. Like, I'll take my vacation trip, come hang out with you in person, maybe jump on your channel or something, but I gotta have some time away too. So I realized I wasn't gonna be that guy. That wasn't gonna be me, and I'm much happier for it. But if that bike thing worked, I could do it. There's some stuff I really want, really bad. I need a side-by-side. I don't need another bike. I love bikes. I don't need another one. A small bill. Really? Yeah. Oh, listen, I don't make enough money to pay any bills, so it just goes back into the channel. But that's cool. It's good. You know, I was just happy the day that they said, okay, you can make money on YouTube. Because then I was like, I got my first check. It was for $100. And I was like, and this is years after I started the channel. And I was just like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a check. I just wanted, that's all, like, to me, it was like, hey, we recognize that you did something here. And that was all I needed. And ever since then, I'm just enjoying myself. And I put the stuff out the best I can. And I enjoy myself. And if I'm not enjoying myself, I'm stopping. And that's it. 8,000. I made almost 8,000 on that duck video. Oh, I bet, dude. I don't catch everybody's videos, and I don't catch all of yours, Chris, either. But I go to yours enough when I'm researching stuff that I don't catch them every day. I'm not too turd, but you don't catch all my videos either, so we don't have to feel bad together. But and how could you either? I mean, you're the 40. That's the other thing. A problem I have is that I've got 2,000 something subscribers. And I try to follow all of you all. I try to follow all y'all's videos, and I can't hardly do that. Imagine 40,000 the way I am. Like, I'd feel guilty every time I went to sleep. Like, whose questions did I miss? What new subscriber did I not welcome? It's too much for me, man. I'm weak. Yo, that duck thing, that Yooper shed that I got almost turned into a duck thing when I heard that crap. I was like, really? This is going to be the sweetest duck condo you ever seen in your life. That didn't know. How stupid of me not to know that too. I should have figured, because I knew some duck people back in the day, and I just never realized how much they were making. Now I realize why they were so crazy about it. And ducks are so damn messy too. I remember every time I go in there, they're constantly cleaning ducks. That's all they ever did. They lived to clean ducks. Insane. $8,000, man. You did the work though, dude. You really caught that gimmick. And I think this is the success of your channel has to do with that encyclopedia of genetics that you've been putting together. And look at it, you know, you're free to use my pictures. I don't know if anybody ever gives you crap about that, but feel free to use my pictures anytime you want, man. Dang. I think that's a smart idea. I wish I would have thought of it. Like, that would have been the thought I could have had, because I've been doing YouTube way longer than you've been on YouTube, Chris. I could have thought of that idea, and man, I would have had a Harley Davidson paid off. Like that. Somehow you went on 12 hours straight live. You guys would unsubscribe to me 5 hours in. I'm a jerk off. You all be hating me. Yeah, duck's good. Greasy, but it's good. For sure. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping in here like this. And I'm sorry again that I wasn't doing my regular live, and it's not what I was expecting to do. But it is what it is. Who got that duck? Trish got it. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. I don't think I've missed any questions there. I've been chilling and kind of talking with people, which is nice. I love that in my chats. And also, feel free to let people know. If you're in my chat and you're blue, feel free to let people know anything that's upcoming in the chats and stuff. You know, the better you do, the better I do. That's the way I see it. Well, I'm glad you made it too, Gay. You usually don't make my live. Usually I do a little bit later, and you end up missing some of them. So it's Australian hours. Yeah, Chris, he lives in Colorado. Does he? He might not even. Yeah, it would be a lot of those kind of breaks for me too, man. Those 12 hours. I was impressed. I was like, oh my god, his people are gonna buy him a bike, and then that shit was working, and I was like, he's helped a lot of people. Like, that's it. That's really what it is. Whatever video you made for a lot of people has saved them. You know what's funny? My big video that's helped a lot of people is on my other channel, so I don't get any residuals for it. And that was, if the power goes out, what do you do for your snakes if your power goes out and you can't keep them heated? And I live in the UP in Michigan, so it's a pretty cool place to have your power go out and keep your snakes going. But that's on my other channel. Stealth Cookie. Stealth Cookie? I could have guessed you were in Colorado with that name. I love it. You're new. I'm not going to turn you blue. I see you next time. You'll be blue, though. Munson's blue because he's the shit. I said Colorado. Munson's, hello? What? The guy's always quiet and everything else. He mentioned a little bit of green and this. What's that? Is that? I caught that video, Munson. And you do what you want to do, man. Not that guy giving me crap for telling you to do what you want to do. He can go suck a do. I won't say it. Man, that guy's an adult. He's been doing this for a long time. Just because he's sharing it with you for right now doesn't mean this is the first time he's ever smoked a little bit of wacky tobacco. Calm down. Some guy was giving me crap for commenting on your video where you smoked a little bit of the wacky tobacco. Missouri. We are house shopping. Looking a lot of places in Texas and in Georgia still, and where we're at here in the UP. But it won't be in Missouri. Not going to be in Missouri. Unless it's in like the Ozarks area, like that show, maybe I can. But that show wasn't even filmed there. I think that show was filmed in Georgia too, wasn't it? A Green Mountain. You don't need any of that weed. That weed's bad for you. Angel, see you later, brother. My sister. Here's my cousin Jeremy. What's up, Jer? Oh, just shows emails. Thank you, Gay. Thank you, Joel. Got your emails. Yeah, Tyler's a good dude. And Jeremy Davis is my cousin's name. So when I first seen that name in there, I was like, yeah, is that my cousin? Because I know that I posted on Facebook and sometimes they watch my stuff. And it wasn't him. And then my other cousin calls me and goes, hey, man, you did this? I didn't know that. I was like, yeah, how'd you know? He goes, oh, I was in your live. I go, so I did have a cousin in the live. It was weird. Yeah, Texas is, Texas is dropping down on the list because all the people in California are starting to move out to Texas now. I'll tell you what, man, that's the last thing. I will never live in California. No offense to you if you live in California, but I will, man. I am a firearm guy through and through. You're right to bear arms. You're not a scumbag, a wife beater, a mother raper, or a daddy hater, or any of that crap. You carry your firearm. That's your right, God-given. And I will never live in a state that I can't have 17 reasons to stop a problem. Oh, God, that irritates me. I feel so bad for everybody. I know I'll leave and quick. How many states do I have? I don't know. I have a little over 100 ball pythons right here now. Only about 30 of them breeding. And then I have Thayer snakes, rat snakes, Amazon tree boas, green tree pythons, common boas. Am I missing something? I don't know. I have a few things. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. I work the stuff I like. I know it pays the bills. I know I can make a white snake and it's going to sell all day long. Not my favorite snakes. Everybody loves white snakes. I don't. Then you know what? You love white snakes until you produced enough of them to know that they only look really good for a few days. And then shortly after that, they don't look as good because they're dulling out with the whole shed coming on. And then if they roll through their poop, you see it real well. And they're just not the prettiest snake that people think. I shouldn't say that on here, but it really won't hurt my business. I could tell people all day that, yeah, white snakes are silly and they don't eat right or anything else, and they're still buying them. They pay the bills. And so don't black snakes. All black snakes pay the bills. You go look on Morph Market if you watch Chris's video and you see that spider has there's more genes, the spider genes in that Morph Market than anything else. That and pastel. I couldn't believe it. I was watching your video recently and I seen that. I was like, oh shit. He's all looking up how many genes of each thing is in each thing. Well, you dig deep, my man. Dude. And that's why you're where you're at. Chad M. Is that the Chad that I used to work with, Chad? I'll make you blue. Answer, Chad. I know there's a delay, but if you're the Chad I used to work with me, man, you know that I like stuff done quick. What did Sherry say? Somebody agreed with Sherry on something. I want to agree with Sherry. I can't find it, but I just agree with her. Oh, there we go. Yeah. In Australia, no guns there. What a joke, man. Poor people there. You know how many people are dying in knife attacks now over there? Not just that. How many people had to give away their antique gun collections, millions and millions of dollars of this stuff? Because that's how you handle a school shooting. Sorry, man. I'm a super constitutional guy. It has nothing to do with Republicans or Democrats. Not one thing to do with either one of them. They both can go jerk off for all I care. I'm a Constitution person. So whoever's fighting for my Constitution more is who I'm voting for. And that's the end of it. That's the thing that, you got to think about. These people left everything. They left their wives. They cultivated land by their hands and left what they created, left the only things they loved, their wives, their kids, their farm, and said, I got to go fight so we can keep this shit. That means a lot to me, a lot. and they're still doing it today. And it's because of that Constitution. So respect it. Nope, I have bayonet. Yeah, bayonet. But that's a gruesome way to go anyway. I'd rather get shot to death than stabbed by a bayonet. You're freaking sick running around with one of those. Yeah, it's important. I don't think everybody should have a firearm. I'm not one of those gun nuts too. See, there's a lot of these people out there that are like the NRA. I know somebody's gonna get mad here. I'm not a fan of the NRA. Listen, about the mid '80s, the NRA kind of helped out the firearm situation, but other than that, it's a for-profit organization, and this is a fact. And if you don't believe me, it's public record. You can go look up what everybody makes there at the old freaking NRA, and you'll be a little bit disgusted considering what they haven't done. So I'm a firearms guy, and if you're a true firearms guy, you'll look at it for what it really is, and that's a money-grabbing scheme. Now, I even kind of feel that way with USARC, but at least USARC uses that money to help situations, but NRA doesn't, like I said, and that's all public record. You can look at how fat those pockets get because lobbyists get to them just as quick as anything else. So the NRA is bullshit. It used to be worth something. It's not anymore. Sorry if I offend anybody. But I'm looking for somebody to really defend my rights. All right, let's get off the gun topics. That's crazy. Nobody cares about that shit. Yeah, just politics. The politicians are, and like I said, I don't even care what people think about Trump. When I first heard Trump was running, I was like, "Are you what?" Trump, and I know Trump from the '80s. I was born and raised in New York City. I mean, trust me, Trump's name from a lot of builders that took the sack when he didn't. He didn't have a greatest name in the world. But I'm a fair person, and even if it's somebody I don't like, I can say when they did something good. It's funny though, if you say Trump did something good, people on the left, far left, they get really mad at you. He did something good. I think prison reform is good. My opinion is mine. You know what I mean? They get really mad at you. Oh, you love Trump. Nah, don't like a lot of the shit he says, but some of the shit he's done is pretty all right. That said, I used to like Clinton until I found out how crooked and dirty he was. I probably alienated half of my group now by saying that stuff. But that's okay. I am who I am. And listen, I'll fight for your right to vote for whoever you want. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm a Constitution person. So even if I don't like Hillary Clinton, I think is the worst thing in the world. But I would fight for your right to vote for her if that's what you wanted to do. That's not even easy to say verbally. I get a little stuff coming up my throat saying it. Oh, geez, yeah, see, poor Canadians, too. And you Canadians ain't as nice as people try to let off. I'm no offense, Jerry, but Canadians can be kind of jerkies. What's up with that? They used to be nice. Now you go up there and they're all rude to you and crap. Like they don't like Americans anymore. No way. You guys, you Australians dropped the ball. Let your government go crazy. Your government's just as crazy and crooked as the rest of them. Australia is whacked out place. Love the place. I'd love to go there, but whacked out. The government's crazy. There's no diversity. That's the problem. You can't have a single party. Everybody's like, yeah, I hate them Democrats and Joe Biden. He's a brain dead dummy and blah 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 blah. You can't have a single party. You don't want just Republicans because the same shit's going to happen. You're going to get somebody in control. They're going to sway the shit the way they want. I really say there's no difference between the Republicans and a Democrat. They actually want to get to the same place. They're just going a different route to get there. So they really have the same agenda at the end of the day. But you can't tell me that the Republicans and Democrats give a shit about us at the end of the day. Like, I don't need that stimulus money, but I know a lot of people that do. I know that I'm going to need that stimulus money pretty soon if I got to keep putting food on the table for other people so that they can eat. I'm going to need that stimulus. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of people that need it. I'm frugal as shit. I don't spend money on nothing. That's the only reason I'm not in desperate need of it. But there's people that need it bad, man. And it should have been done a long time ago. And I feel bad, man. You guys, and I don't know how much of that you guys see, but I'm literally putting food on table for people that are embarrassed that I'm there doing it. And I'm embarrassed doing it for them. Like, I don't leave feeling good afterwards. I leave feeling embarrassed that they're embarrassed. So that's a shitty thing. Don't work in your community. It's a hard thing sometimes. You get surprised at how many of your own neighbors are going hungry and shit. It's really crazy. the numbers are in your towns right now. The numbers would shock the shit out of you. What about snake party? Yeah, I'm just chilling. You guys don't feel like you have to stay. I'm just chilling for a little bit. I wanted to kind of come on and say sorry that I wasn't able to do my regular show. I had some plans. I was going to bring some snacks and all that good stuff, and the kids were going to kind of hang, but they ended up girlfriend calling the one. The other one wants to go to his friends. And I don't want my nephew gets left out of everything because of his disorders and stuff. And I don't do that. I don't leave him out. So I'm going to go camping with him at the house. We're just going to kind of camp out. So it is what it is. Family will be first and you all are second. It just so happens that my snakes and my kids and my wife and my putter and my little golf thing, I like them a little bit more than you all. But other than that, you guys are right after my little golf thing. And that video game I've been playing lately. Yeah, you guys are right after the golf thing and the video game that I've been playing lately. All right. Take care, brother. Fish and chips. Yo, love it. It's good stuff. I think that's what I might have, actually. I might do that myself. Yeah, I wish my kids, I don't mind my kids doing shit, but they're bumming me out. They keep making plans with me and then dropping them and stuff. And if I did that to them, it's like I took their world away. I can't do that to people. I have a hard time doing that to people. I always tell my wife, like, hey, if you keep doing that to me, I'm gonna try and do that to you so you see what it's like. But I can't. My mind don't work like that. It's hard to kind of put it back on people like that. Yeah. The stimulus checks, mine actually showing up in my account. I don't know why. It's weird. My wife's and the kids are going to show up in hers, but mine's actually already showing up in there. We are paying. We have to pay the rest of the registration for the truck and get a personalized tag. I guess I don't know what it's going to be yet. So maybe I'll use a little bit of that money for that. I don't know. Put a little bit of money back in my bank account in case this COVID shit goes on longer and people can't work at the restaurants and all the shit around here, and they got to be hungry and shit. Sorry, I'm a little irritated about that. Wish I didn't bring it up. But take care, Chris. Thanks for stopping in, man. It is really cool. I've noticed that you've been showing a lot of attention to a lot of people in the community lately, and it's much appreciated. Now, Chad M. Chad, are you the Chad M that worked with me? Chad M at the restaurant, Chad? I think it is because you got the Carmen guy there. You keep saying no. All right. Well, then this question wouldn't work for you. Snow Runner. I'm playing Snow Runner, actually, for the PlayStation PS4. It's one of those ones you can kind of just sit back and relax, and you're just hauling stuff, getting things stuck out of mud, and building cities that have been, parts of Michigan, and they got like Alaska and different places. It's corny. It's corny. No, I have 7 digits. 7 letters that I can use for the license plate. That's all you are allowed in Michigan. So YouTube is taken. So YouTube is not one of them. The one I want, my wife won't let me get. It's the best in the world. I've seen it on a video, and I'm like, that's it. That's the license plate, and it is available. And that's Hi Ugly. I love it. It just says Hi Ugly, Hi Space Ugly. It's just my wife will let me get it. Like, that's the best. If I pulled up behind that and seen that shit, I'd die laughing. I'm thinking sub to me, sub the number 2, and me is a possibility because we're gonna have the decals on the back of the truck, so that's a possibility. Fitzfam doesn't look right. It looks like I'm trying to spell some word in Italian, but that was available. What would totally make your day? I missed it. Sorry. Keep missing stuff. Yeah. Hey, listen, if you all are trying to buy snakes for your stimulus, I'm going to be adding some stuff on here pretty soon. I might be adding a few females as well. You may even see one of the females tonight. Depends on what's going on. Yeah, Hi Ugly. I just thought that was funny. But then my wife was like, no way, no way. I just like that. If I pulled up behind that and seen that, I'd laugh my freaking ass off. And my wife's like, no, no, no. What if there's somebody really that is ugly behind you? And then they go by and they look all bummed out and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah. Left a nasty feeling like instantly in my stomach. I was like, all right, I can't do it. But I thought it was funny. But it isn't funny if it's somebody that's actually really ugly. Maybe somebody just said that they were ugly to him earlier that day. and then they read my plate. That's like a sign telling them that they're ugly. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Hi, jerk, yeah. I don't road rage. You know, it's funny. Once I start carrying a firearm, all that kind of stuff left me. I mean, so for years now, I've been pretty mellow person. No road rage, not once since I've been carrying a firearm. If you cut me off, I'm more likely to go, oh, it's all good, letting you by. And that's the truth. I always tell my kids that, dude. Like, they remember before I was carrying a firearm. They remember, and they're like, yeah, as soon as it's like a big responsibility, man. You know, you got your firearm on you. You don't mess around. You avoid every situation possible. Last thing I ever want to do is shoot somebody ever. But I'm never gonna let nobody take advantage of my family or myself or anybody for that matter if I'm there. And I do know how I will react in those situations. It might not be pretty, but I know that I step up and I don't step back. I have been in situations, and that's kind of a cool thing to know. You don't know that, and you know what? To be honest with you, you don't know if that's the situation all the time either. There's some situations that might make me step back. You know, people have fears. Yeah, shooting somebody isn't a good thing. I've shot at a lot of people. I don't know if I hit anybody. But yeah, that's not something you want to live with. That's not something you want. Like, that's not something you want to be part. But you know, I couldn't imagine. Like right now, if I found out something was wrong with my wife, something happened to my wife, or even one of my kids, couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. It's our responsibility to take care of our own. You know what I mean? Police officers are awesome. I love them. I don't have any crap against them whatsoever. I've met plenty of dickhead cops, and I still like cops. But they aren't going to they're just not always there. Matter of fact, it's 54 miles to get to my house. We're actually part of the first response in our area until state troopers or people, you know, the sheriff from Menominee can get up here. So in our neck of the woods, it's you're kind of on your own anyway. Your dad shot himself? I thought you said he shot somebody else. He's playing quick draw. Oh, he shot somebody playing quick draw? What the fuck's wrong with your dad? Jesus. Yeah, paper targets are cool, man. I like shooting paper targets. I'm not a hunter. I don't have nothing against hunting. I just don't hunt. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll see. It's funny, Gabe. If I did that, I have to have insurance on my building right here. I have to have the $1 million liability insurance on this building right here. Not for people that come in here and want to see snakes, but strictly in case somebody breaks into my building and hurts themselves. I have to have a liability because I'm like, well, I'm not open to the public. Doesn't matter. I have to have $1 million liability that I have to pay every freaking year. I don't have to pay $1 million, people. That's not what it's about. But that's the coverage I have to cover every year. I have to pay it all up front in cash to be here. Drives me nuts. Just for the guy that broke in here reason. Because anybody else that's in here is in here with me in the first place. And plus, I don't normally have a ton of traffic coming in and out. Gosh, man. Yeah, shooting people, that ain't fun. All right, well, listen, I noticed that the time has kind of gone by, and I know probably other people are doing some fun things, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I'm appreciated that y'all came in. Like I was saying before, though, I will say this real quick. I was going to quit YouTube here at the beginning of the year. I was really kind of just like, you know what? I don't think people understand me because I'm a little bit forward at times, but I'm always trying to be in a good mood, and I always try to be happy and helpful to people. And I think sometimes my tone says something different, but it doesn't. But at that time, I was feeling like, look, it's not working out for me. I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm not feeling like part of something. And over the last so many months, you all, especially the people that are in here right now, except for Chris, I'm glad he left because he hasn't really been supporting me or nothing. This is all new. So give you a little bit later. I'll give you a shout out for something, Chris. But the rest of y'all have really been there, and I appreciate it. And it made me get a whole new energy and watching Justin and Trish and watching Chris and them all get together and start doing these lives. You know, I was like, you know, I want to do that. I want to try that. And it really sparked something new. So I'm indebted to all of y'all for sticking around and hanging out. Understand that I am a nice person. I try to do good things. I try to be friendly. But don't take my kindness for weakness. And also understand that I am human and some days are just not as good as others. Um, uh, Someday I might disappoint you, and I will apologize. And I say that because I've seen somebody recently make an honest mistake, and people are dragging them through the mud. And it's not in this community, so it's not in the reptile community. So it's not somebody like, oh, who is it? It's not fair. It's just something I've seen recently, and I was thinking, wow, that's not how I am. That's not how I want to be. So I appreciate y'all. Josh, you've been around from forever, man. I appreciate you too. You've been somebody I can actually talk to, knowing that I don't have a lot of friends up here. And until recently, it's nice to have some people to talk to, and you guys have been there for me. It means a lot. So next year is going to be a lot funner. I'm going to try and work out things to be a little bit more mainstream. I plan on actually purchasing some Plinko board stuff and planning on doing a little game show once a month and making it a kind of a set thing. And that's just because that's something that everybody else really enjoys. Now, for me doing those game shows, would I rather just get on here live and hang out, maybe clean my animals and do that kind of stuff? Probably, I think so. But I think you guys have a little bit better time with it. So for that, I want to keep going with it. And sometimes I don't know if I pull it off. You know what I mean? I'm very hard on myself as well. And sometimes I don't know if I pull it off. But I tell you what, that Christmas show went awesome. It went awesome. All the Christmas shows went awesome. I'm impressed, proud, and honored to be part of that whole thing with all these people. I couldn't believe it. Just insane. This didn't happen last year at Christmas time. People are still hating on each other last year at Christmas time. We had a freaking 4 giant parties. Freaking spoiled everybody. All right, everybody, please contact each other if you haven't already by clicking each other's names and subscribing to each other's channel. Erica, I just bumped you up. I just bumped you up to the blue, so you're blue. Thanks for jumping in here. I am going to call this a night because I do hear them starting to party a little bit louder down there, and I don't want to start yelling at them, and then you guys will hear me yelling at them, and it's the whole thing. Sometimes I yell. But I do appreciate y'all. It's been awesome. But 2021 is going to be different on my channel. Not right away, but every video from here on out, you're going to notice a slight difference with things. It will be for the better. I've been working really hard at talking to the camera and talking with people and not sitting there and doing the thing, which is so hard to do. So if you're doing that out there, just know it's hard. Everybody does it. Working on those things, definitely working on those things. I noticed that when I'm watching something that goes nice and smooth, it captures my attention, and I kind of go with the story a little bit better. Then I'm by myself too. Keep in mind, I'm by myself. I need a partner. I love the Iron Duck show. I got to have a second show. I need a partner. I need a second show. I need somebody to work off of and work with. So I'll be looking for that person here pretty soon. I'm not taking applications. I'll be looking for that person soon and messaging you, whoever you might be. I don't even know who you are yet. But I need a duo. You know what I mean? Somebody to bounce stuff back off each other with. And females are best, so you know. So any of you females out there that want to jump in front of the camera, that's the best way to go. Show cleavage too. That will get me a lot of that will give me extra views. So any of you females that have no problem showing cleavage, matter of fact, you don't even have to put your face in the camera if you're afraid to show your face. Just put the cleavage in there. I know it's very sexist, but listen, it pays money, all right, without actually having to go dirty yourself up. So just do it and stop complaining. Christ, if I had them, I'd do it. Sometimes I pretend. I put my hand like this right here, my sleeve undone, and it looks like a girly part. That's all I got. You all have an amazing new year. I really mean that. And I appreciate you all coming around, hanging out, and it just spending time with me in the first place. It definitely is one of my big thrills. I get on every day and I look to see if anybody's commenting on my stuff. I get on and look to see if you guys have been putting stuff out. Josh, you're definitely slacking. And Jeff, Kiss Constrictors, haven't seen you in a while. There is no way you're ever going to reach 500 subscribers, dude. Ever. There's no possible way. If you don't put videos out there, nobody's going to subscribe to your channel. So you hound me more than anybody about, I'd like to get these subscribers. And the dude's got what it takes. He's got what it takes to have 1 million subscribers, especially if he uses that little redheaded kid of his. Golden. I told him, dude, if you do some cop vlogs, go out there in your cop car and do a video while you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen anyway. Do a video. People love that stuff. Nothing. Don't complain to me that you ain't got no subscribers, but you're only making a video once a month. You hear me, Josh? Get to work, my friend. It's tough love right here. You got stuff to offer too, man. I know you've been busy. I know. Do shorts. Do a bunch of shorts. Shorts are awesome. Not really. Shorts have not been good to me at all. Matter of fact, I don't even know if they're doing that anymore because I haven't seen any of my videos take off. I think one went to 13,000, and I had a couple go to about 2,000. But I have about 60 of them that didn't do shit. It's funny. Yeah, Cobb videos are awesome. They go crazy. I tell him all the time, man. I tell him all the time. And he's a funny dude, smart dude. But, man, he's constantly like, dude, I want to get those subscribers up, you know. I'm like, well, you got to put videos out. I don't know. That's all I can tell you all. Be honest. If you make a mistake, admit your problems. Don't let somebody else try and call you out on your mistake. Admit your shit first and make the videos. Doesn't have to be awesome. Look at my shit. I just stumble out, murder the English language left and right, and I got 16 people in here listening to it. Just put stuff out and people will watch it. What's that, Sherry? You're going to jump in on the whole showing the cleavage thing? You're going to be the partner? Come on now. We collect a check on this stuff. We get good at it. We collect a check. That's a good thing. No, hashtag shorts. And I usually am in shorts. I have my shorts right over there on the table, actually. I'll be changing into them after this live because I got to go back and clean out some rats. Not my favorite. All right, one more Yooper bar before we go. And this is going to be a simple one. It's going to be a pick a number deal, and it's going to be fast. You guys are going to be picking a number 1 through 14. There's 14 of you in here. 1 through 14. And I'm going to write it down right now. And the first person that gets it 1 through 14 is going to get the last Yooper bar and sticker for the evening. And hopefully you all have a great year. Go ahead and go. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen much yet. Only 2 people. Nobody wants on a sticker. I'll just give if they're the only 2 people going. I mean, I won't waste my time. All right, Sherry got it. Number 5. So you know I ain't lying. Number 5. Wait. That's a 5 at the bottom. So Sherry, I'll need you to email me at goingyooper@gmail.com. I could probably get a candy bar to you in Canada there. That isn't a problem. If not, then I'll make sure you get a sticker at least. But I should be able to get a candy bar there. It won't melt anyway. Shit, I might be farther north than you. What part of Canada are you in? I heard a large part of the population of Canada lives south of where I live. I thought that was kind of weird. But I appreciate y'all. So I've got candy bar and sticker going to Heather. I got it going to Cuddle Time Critters, Joel, Kurtwood, Trish, and Justin, Gay, and Sherry. Thank you all so much. And listen, there's more to come. I'll hand out Yooper bars in my next live. People love them. It's a good quality chocolate. They're made by Slakely's, which is a super kind of famous candy place up here in the UP. They've been doing it for a very, very long time. And they make bars with my name on it because they're cool shits. All right, buddy. You all take care, please. Again, hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to upload a video. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We do a lot of fun stuff. And if you don't believe me, just check out the chat because these people are awesome. All right, I'm out. Love you all. See you. Bye.